Good morning, everybody. Morning. Fergal Gillespie here on Radio 3. And we're here this morning, and I'm going to say hello to all the people off their work commute and people on the school run. You know, because the school run, the school run can be quite hard. I've had experience with the school run way back in the day. Oh, not anymore though. Past those days, you know. The kids grow up and stuff, you know. But special thanks to Gillian, who was on before me. You know, it's great to be back working in the same building as Gillian again, you know, after we've had our troubles over the past few years, you know, because it was consensual, Gillian. She did come across then afterwards, after the fact, and, you know, we passed it, and we moved past it, and we're working here still together. I'm still working here, you know, I love working here, I love my job. And, you know, it's in the past, and, you know, you may say, well, if it's in the past, Fergal, then why do you keep talking about it? Well, you know, why do you keep talking about it, Fergal? That's what people say to me. Here's Dua Lipa. Houdini by Dua Lipa. My daughter told me about Dua Lipa there a few weeks back, you know, and she's fair play to her, you know. I mean, I'm not really up to date with all the hip stuff nowadays, you know. Kind of got her the days of Criss Cross and, you know, the Beastie Boys and all them, you know. It reminds me of you know, teenage discos, you know. Teenage discos. Who remembers teenage discos, guys? Who remembers teenage discos? Anyway, we're not going to talk about Dua Lipa today. My daughter tells me enough about Dua Lipa already. I mean, she's some famous pop star. I mean, I don't really know much about the lingo these days, you know. I just get given the songs to play. I mean, I don't really have much control over what I play, but I do have control of what I say. So anyway, today's topic, the topic at the top of the show today, the topic we're going to talk about today is bad habits. So we all have bad habits. I mean, I have bad habits, you have bad habits, you know. My bad habits have got me into hot water over the years. Sure, Gillian knows about it all herself, but, you know, I'm past that. We passed it. We talked, I said it already, but we're past that, you know. Bad habits, you know, it's in, the thing with bad habits, right, you know, see, my other half was saying to me there the other night, it's like, Fergal, you need to quit smoking. Fergal, I mean, like, as in, you want to be around when the kids have grandchildren and stuff, you know what I mean? But like, but I was saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like, you're not even not sure if our kids are going to even have kids, you know? You're not sure if our kids are even going to have kids, you know? So, what I'm asking about, you know, is in, we all have bad habits, as I said, you know, we all have bad habits. You pick up a bad habit, you're stuck in the bad habit, you struggle to get out of the bad habit. So we're going to talk about bad habits today. So, text, or call, preferably text, because I don't really like phone calls, but text me. Forget about the phone call, I'm not going to read out the number, but this is the text number anyway. The text number is 083 4567 8912, and you can text in your bad habits to me, and here's Calvin Harris. That was Feels by Calvin Harris, and oh jeez, we got a phone call here now. I said no phone calls, guys, but, you know, I let this one slide once. Okay, who we're gonna pick up the phone. Hello, who's this on the phone?
Hi Fergal, it's Jason here from Cork.
Jason, hello Jason. Can you tell us about your bad habit?
Yeah, my bad habit, Fergal, is really going to bite me in the arse one of these days. You see, Fergal, I'm a contract killer by trade, and whenever I'm disposing of a body, I always leave something behind me, you know, a bit of rope, an arm, what have you. It just means I have to keep going back to the scene of the crime, which, you know, in my line of work isn't really ideal. But as you said, Fergal, it's tough to break out of a bad habit. I'm also partial to a midnight snack, but don't tell the wife, yeah? Anyway, keep the tunes coming, Fergal. Love the show.
Thanks, Jason. That was a phone call there from Jason to talk about his bad habit. You know what I mean? But enough of the phone calls now. I'm going to read out a few texts. We got a text here from a woman called Claire. Claire is from Mayo. Hello, Claire from Mayo. I've been to Mayo once. And to be honest, I wouldn't go there again. I won't say why. I just wouldn't go there again. Anyway, we got a Claire from text from Claire. Yeah, it is text from Claire. Yeah, I got it wrong. I thought I said text from Mayo, but no. Well, it is text from Mayo. Interesting, isn't it? Text from Claire is from Mayo. It's technically still a text from Mayo. Anyway, we're going to talk about bad habits anyway. And it's a very interesting text. It's a very interesting text, Claire. Thanks very much. Claire. It's a very interesting text. This isn't one of my own bad habits, but one I've noticed of yours, through being an avid listener for many years now. Thanks very much, Claire. You have a tendency to repeat specific words or phrases over and over again when you speak. Not that bad a habit in the grand scheme of things. I wouldn't certainly think so, Claire. But something I've just picked up on. It's just something that I picked up on. Keep up the good work, Fergal. Love the show, Claire. Claire, is that true, Claire? Do I constantly keep repeating myself? Do I constantly keep repeating myself, Claire? Claire from Mayo. Do I constantly keep repeating myself? Do I constantly keep repeating myself, Claire from Mayo? Claire from Mayo. Do I constantly keep repeating myself? Gillian, 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 do I constantly keep repeating myself? Here's Diamonds from Rihanna.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Unfortunately, we reached the end of our show today. Guys. You know, and next up we have Cormac and Connor up next. You know, they're a great bunch of lads. I mean, I don't really understand them, but you know, some people do. My daughter loves them, and you know, usually when my daughter likes something and I don't, usually it's the thing that the daughter likes is better. From what I've learned from having a daughter for this past 2 decades. That's what I learned from having a daughter for the past 2 decades. I'm always wrong. Dads are always wrong. Hear that, dads? Dads are always wrong. You can give everything to them on a plate, but they still say you're wrong. Anyway, we've come to the end of our show, and for anyone who missed out on the show today, you can re-listen to it on the podcast version of the show. We'll be putting on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, or whenever you listen to your podcasts. I don't know. I mean, podcasts, I'm still getting used to the whole podcast thing. I mean, I don't really listen to many podcasts, you know. I actually only listen back to my podcast. I after I finish the show, I like listening back to the show, and you know, I just love listening to my own voice. I love listening to my own voice. It is great being here back in the building on Radio 3, especially after my whirlwind summer. And basically, me and Gillian, we're happy to work together again. You know, as I said, it was consensual. You know, Gillian didn't say that at first, but you know, it's nice that she's come around. Gillian has come around, and you know, when Gillian comes around, then I can be back in the building where I belong, in this building where I do my show. I love doing my show. And, you know, and everything's all good at home, you know, isn't like not sleeping on the couch anymore. It's great. But after spending a whole summer sleeping on the couch, I realized I actually like sleeping on the couch. You know, I've got Now TV. We got Now TV at home, and Now TV at home. You know, we don't have Now TV. I don't have Now TV in the bedroom. You know, in the bedroom we don't have Now TV, so I actually prefer sleeping on the couch with my Now TV, binging on my box sets. You know, binging on the box sets. You know, I love a little box set. Yeah, everyone loves a little box set. People like a little box set. I just rewatched The Sopranos again. God, what a horrid man. But such a likable man, Tony Soprano. And it'd be a very interesting guy to meet. Like, I know he's not a real guy. He's a character. And, you know, I'd love to meet the guy that played him. But, you know, he's dead. He's dead. You can't talk to dead people. When people are dead, you can't talk to them anymore. Well, and you know, and that's a weird thing about religion, you know. I mean, religion, I wouldn't say I grew up in a Catholic household. You know, my mother was a very Catholic woman. But you know, after she died, you know, I've never spoken to her. So that proves the point. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning. I'll be with you. I'll be guiding you to your school run, to your work commute, to your whatever you do in the morning, whatever people like to do in the mornings, you know, because people can do all sorts in the mornings. You know, some people for various reasons they might not be able to go to work or be able to go to school, but that doesn't mean that you can't listen to me. So whatever you're doing tomorrow, please listen to me again. And Shlanta, and goodbye. See ya. Bye. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks you. Oh, it's great to be back here. Oh, it's really great to be back here. Oh, it's fantastic. How do you open this door again? Hey, how'd you open the little... You lapped it. You lapped it on purpose. Oh, no, it's not that. No. Oh, so I just have to... Oh, that's a very complicated thing altogether. That wasn't there before the summer. That wasn't there before the summer. Well, why is it there now? Why is it there now? Why is it there now? Only can you. See ya tomorrow. What's your name again? Oh, yeah. You're new here. Oh, you're new here. Oh, yeah. Well, you look very splendid indeed. Thanks very much. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope to see you more of you. More of you. You'll love to see more of you.